Welcome to dinner and a show with you in the starring role. For 45 years, Washingtonians have fled the hustle and bustle of the city for the quaint surroundings of Little Washington in Virginia. The Inn at Little Washington learned just last night it will keep its 3 Michelin stars, and it is still redefining what country opulence and fine dining is all about. Hi. Hi.
Well, hello and
So
welcome
good to see
Little
you.
Washington.
Thank you.
So happy to have you here on such a gorgeous day.
It is.
We met visionary owner and chef Patrick O'Connell in his happy place, less than 70 miles southwest of the city he once called home, the other Washington. This world-renowned culinary sanctuary with fans around the world started out as an old building with an uncertain future.
The room we're sitting in had been the grease pit, and our first guests in 1978 would often come in and say, "Last time I was in this building, I was having my car greased."
Back then, the meals were just $4.95, but a review in the Washington Star changed everything about the elevated dining in the little-known town of Washington, Virginia.
The reviewer claimed it to be the best restaurant in a radius of 150 miles. And then, because it was still very cheap, all of DC descended on us.
And 45 years later, it is still the place to be. It's earned every award, along with 3 Michelin stars. This is the place where celebrities and the political elite come to celebrate.
We have arrived.
We like to think of it as living theater, and if there's one thing that differentiates us from all other American restaurants, it's probably that sense that it's more than dinner.
They try to never say no to a guest, but there are times when the Inn at Little Washington has received an unusual request.
So we did have a very famous performer, singer. Waiter said, "May I bring you anything to start?" And she said, "A 7-ounce tin of caviar, a mirror, and a razor blade." And that was unexpected.
Extraordinary is expected every day, but I'm told the team here at the Inn doesn't take themselves too seriously, like the time they put mannequins in the restaurant during the pandemic.
It gave you the feeling, especially at night, that people were here.
The hallmark of service here means the team is always trying to surpass expectations, which leads us to this room, the conservatory. It is the newest space within the Inn and one of the many changes Chef O'Connell is bringing to this quaint town.
When you come in, you really don't know if you're indoors or outdoors because you're both.
To see more of the transformation, we took a walk outside.
We call this meadow the Field of Dreams. Would you like to take a ride on carriage?
I'd love that.
Okay, all right. It's the best way to see the town. We have a big garden back here where we often grow vegetables and herbs and things like that.
Downtown Little Washington looks almost like a movie set. Chef O'Connell owns all the property on the central block of town and both streets facing in, saving buildings he says would have likely been torn down.
So we're going down Main Street now, so hold on to your horses.
Whoa.
There are new shops, cottages to develop into new guest rooms, buildings for staff, private gardens, and their newest cafe, Patios, an ode to Chef O'Connell's childhood nickname.
So you have to reinvent and you have to forge forward every day.
Much of that innovation ends up on a plate that emerges from O'Connell's defining kitchen at the end with its 3 Michelin stars. So you know we had to get a little cooking lesson.
We're going to take a very simple concept of how to cook scrambled eggs and we're going to dress them up. We will begin to cook our eggs in a double boiler. I'm going to taste it first to be sure that it is as it's supposed to be.
Ooh, the truffle's amazing.
After a once-in-a-lifetime meal, some guests take it a step further and spend the night in one of the Inn's 23 hideaways.
So we named this suite after Alice Waters.
Each one is named for a culinary pioneer who stayed at the Inn and was a source of inspiration to help elevate American cuisine.
What a view.
When you look down on it, you can see that wonderful old town hall. And this is the site of our new expansion over here on that lot.
With a careful eye always on the details, you'll often find Chef O'Connell tasting food by day and driving around at night looking for burned out light bulbs. And sometimes he gets to take in all that he's created in his second hometown.
The air is extremely clean, invigorating, good for the appetite.
Which is what this is all about.
That's right. Stay hungry. Now, if you can get a room and a meal at the end, it's going to cost you. That $4.95 meal is now a multi-course, around $350 a person before taxes and gratuity. And that does not include the spirits. By the way, if you like that egg recipe, you can try it at home. We've got a longer version of this story also on our website. But listen, if you want elevated dining that's not going to break your bank, we took you into Patios. It is delicious. It's within reach. The starters are around teens. The lunch starts around the 20s. Dinner's highest item was about $52. So, and don't even talk to us about the pastries and the dessert. It was ridiculous. So amazing. By the way, the Inn at Little Washington is the only 3-star Michelin restaurant in the DC area and is now one of only 13 across the country. You have to earn those stars every year. So every year they wait to find out, just like everybody else, did we get it? Did we keep it? Clearly they did. And a lot of you apparently have stories, great stories about your time at the Inn. So if you've got one, share it with me at Leslie Foster on Instagram, Facebook, and X. It's still so weird to say.
To go
X.
from the grease pit in '78 to that?
I know, it's pretty amazing. I mean, clearly Chef O'Connell had a vision and could see the things that were possible before a whole lot of people could. And now you
recipe.
can, right, and now you can see the entire transformation of Washington, Virginia. It looks like a movie set, and you know what? The chef takes that as a compliment.
That's awesome. You got to cook us up some scrambled eggs, okay?
You know,
okay.
The recipe is on the website.
We'll do it together. We'll do it together.
You can do it, and I will hold the recipe for you. How about that?
And we'll rope top in with it too.